sake of clarity, roll with the time we see here. Alright, so you can see a disc glowing on my floor. Can't really tell what it is yet, but we'll get to that. You're just going to take my word for it that I charged it before that timer started. I know you don't know me, but whatever, right? So, here we go. We're going to come back to that one. Still just glowing. I got my black light, but we're just going to bring it in here. I'm going to charge some discs. This one pops up pretty nice when you first start it. Lucky 8 from Johnny Sias. 4 or maybe 5-time world champion. That guy is, well, he's a baller. Trust me, that guy knows how to play. Right. And then we get this Renegade. This Renegade is kind of beat up. It's seen some time out in the dark. I lost it back in March in a bush, and it disappeared until about October, where it was returned to me. Now this Lots is a pretty cool Castoplast disc, but it's not a glow disc, so it's just got some glow tape on it. And we got this old Champion Tern, which I've had for a long time. It's one of my favorite glow discs just because it is so consistent when I throw it. Anyway. And then we've got the Gladiator, which I'm pretty disappointed in general. It's a fairly new disc. It doesn't really glow very well. But anyway, I'm actually not going to put any glow on the disc that I showed you originally. We're just going to leave that one alone. We're not going to recharge it at all. All right? So we're going to step up here and we'll just rotate. So I've turned the glow on all these discs. And you can see that things aren't going great for pretty much most of them. The tape is pretty impressive, honestly. The tape is popping, right? Anyway, so if we come down here, this is the first one I glowed. Right now, I don't remember what this one is, but we'll look that up when we're done. There's Johnny's putter. That's an Innova. I guarantee you that. I don't know what exactly it is. Probably an Aviar. But Johnny's an Innova guy. And it's losing its glow. Right? So this one, I can't even tell what it is anymore. I'm going to hold it up real close. That's the Renegade. That's the glow tape on the Castoplast disc. Here's the Tern. Tern's doing all right. That's the Gladiator. It's holding its glow, but it's not very bright. And then there's that thing, right, which I haven't put a glow on at all since we started this thing. It just had a glow before we started. So let's go back over here and look at the timer. So it's been about 3-ish minutes since we started, right? And that's when I put the initial glow on the on some of these discs, and you can kind of tell without a whole lot of work that the Tern is doing pretty good, and then that thing that I already had light on. So I'm gonna try to stop kicking this Christmas paper wrapping box that I have here. But even from back here, you can see that the tape is doing really well. The Tern is doing all right. The other ones are basically turned off at this point, right? And then that one that I didn't talk about at all. And the timer right now is it's at the 9-minute mark. Right? We can show you. Bam. There's a 9-minute mark. Ooh. Go, a little DuckDuckGo timer. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to keep you on here forever, but trust me, that other disc, the disc that I haven't even revealed what it is yet, though some of you I'm sure know what it is. I haven't touched it with the light since we started this. It had a glow going already, and the tape is super bright right now, right? But that disc is still just glowing. That's the Eclipse 2.0 plastic from MVP. So this is the, I just got it, so it's never been used outside. But you can tell I'll just rotate it here. That's the reactor, right, with the Eclipse plastic. That tape is pretty impressive, and it's still popping. Let's flip this over because I never even shined the dark light on the bottom of this disc. It just glows right through it, right? And I'm sure the Tern is kind of dying, right? And the tape is fine, right? But I mean, if you flip these over, if I had to find one of these in the woods right now, I'm pretty sure I'd go with that Eclipse 2.0 plastic that I didn't charge the bottom of because it glows straight through it. Whereas the tape isn't bad, right? I mean, it's really popping through that Gladiator because it's a transparent disc, and you might be able to find the Castoplast solid colored disc with the tape, maybe. The Tern is basically only illuminated with my computer this time. Let me turn off some things here so we don't have quite so much ambient light, right? So we'll just kind of close that, and then we'll look back here. Well, what do we have here? Right, that's all the discs are upside down. Only one of them's really popping, right? So if your disc lands upside down, and I didn't even turn the other ones over, right? Obviously, they had already kind of lost their glow, though. The one of them is barely showing up. This one, whatever this is, I don't remember. This is the one I said I had to come back and revisit it. I can see a circle, right? And you can see a little bit of a stripe in the darkness, and the Tern has got a square of brightness, right? The circle's kind of showing up. There's the Tern. Flip it over. Here's the Castoplast. Here's the Gladiator. That tape is doing its work. The Tern is definitely doing better than the Gladiator. And then there's that Eclipse plastic. Yeah, I mean, it just holds its glow. I'm pretty impressed. These other discs don't seem to even exist, right? So let's I'm gonna turn on the black light again, right? And then we'll just kind of bring it over the Tern, so you can see it is the Tern. Here's the lots, the Castoplast. I don't have any Castoplast glow plastic. I can't buy any. It doesn't seem to exist. Here's that Gladiator. It really doesn't do a great job of getting charged. I wish it did pop up better, but you can see that Tern really just immediately glows better. I still haven't charged that other one, right? So yeah, let's give this Tern, the rest of the Tern a glow, and then we'll come over to this one because this one was pretty decent, right? Whatever this is, I don't remember. Let's see if it tells us on the bottom what this one is. It's got my name and number. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up when I'm done. This is the tournament I got my COVID at this year. This is the Greenbrier Valley Open. Right, and it's okay. Right? It's fine. Alright, so I still haven't put any new light on the Eclipse. You see the Gladiator has basically lost its color already. Or its glow, just the tape. The Tern is doing alright. I mean, the tape is amazing. That Eclipse is still glowing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could still find that in the woods. And we're at 8 minutes. Right, plus the 5 minutes I showed you beforehand. So let's say 13 minutes. And trust me, it was at least 5 minutes before I thought to turn the timer on. So that puts us at, what, 18 minutes? That thing's still glowing pretty decently. I mean, it's not like the tape, which I just recharged. Right, but it's still doing all right. Alright, so here we are at 8:30 into the video. The Gladiator has pretty much lost its color again. The Tern's outer rim is still done okay. The tape, that tape is pretty good. I'm going to have to find out what brand tape that is. That putter that I got from the Greenbrier Valley is almost completely done glowing. I would not have any trouble finding it. It doesn't show up as well on the camera probably, but in my room that I'm looking, the Tern is still pretty visible. The Gladiator, I'd probably be able to find if it weren't in the woods. If it was just in a field, maybe. With the tape, it would definitely be findable. The Tern would be more findable. Though, interestingly, the Tern only glows on the brim. The Gladiator, the entirety of the disc, has the same level of glow, which is kind of neat. Kind of like that Eclipse. Except the Eclipse, as you can see, is still glowing much, much better. I mean, you can almost make out the text here in the video. And here we are at the 9:33 mark. So I bullshitted for another minute just to kind of give you the grand view of things. We'll just kind of let it wait here. I know I'm saying a lot. Sorry about that. You know what? Let's just have a little fun now. Let's light up this Innova disc. The putter that you can't even see that exists here. This is the one that I originally lit up. I mean, Johnny Sias. Nothing against Johnny. That guy, definitely an awesome disc golf player. And his courses, both are amazing. Lucky 8 and Crazy 8. And he is a true asset to West Virginia disc golf. He has made it really a thing in West Virginia. So, you know, I got a little bit on this Renegade, a little bit of glow light. And I suppose I might have contaminated the... It doesn't look like it, though. I might have contaminated that disc. But the Renegade, I love that disc. Let's come over here to this Tern again. All right, and then we'll do the Gladiator again, which really struggles to pick up a glow. It holds the glow it gets for a while. But this Tern really picks up the glow. I mean, look how fast the Tern glows, whereas the Gladiator struggles to just start glowing. And then the Gladiator kind of loses its glow a lot faster, right? Wow, I mean, there's that disc, right? And then the Renegade is almost gone completely already. So the Innova disc is doing a lot better than the Renegade. Again, the Renegade sat in the bushes out in the sun for 6 to 8 months while I lost it. There's that Eclipse still, just kind of maintaining. It's like the turtle of the race between the turtle and the hare. Right? The Lots tape, I mean, honestly, you're not going to be able to do much better than tape, especially whatever tape this is. I mean, it is still bright. Now, I keep hitting it with the flashlight. But we're at 11, let's say almost 12 minutes in the video. By the time I turn this flashlight on again, it'll be at 12 minutes. So let's say 12 minutes into the video, plus the 5.5 minutes we saw. So even if we ignore the fact that I said there were minutes before the video started, that disc is still doing pretty well, right? I mean, we're talking 17 to 18 minutes of solid glow, right? So, and that's without a recharge. I mean, I'm going to find that no matter where I throw it, probably, especially in the dark. I mean, look at this. Let's move away a little bit, right? So I'm just in my office, so it's not super safe for me just to walk blindly because I have a sofa over here. But I mean, if I'm just walking through the fairway, right, and I'm looking for my disc, the Tern, which has been charged twice since this video started, is still popping. The tape is still doing pretty good, but I can still see that. I can still see that Eclipse disc. All right, sorry, my hallway is kind of. My office is a little bit of a hallway. So yeah, so from a distance, right, that Eclipse is still popping pretty good. All right, so let's get a little closer. That red light over there is my space heater. I'm always cold. All right, so let's get a little closer here. Let's give this Eclipse. I mean, we're at 13 minutes plus the 5.5, so a solid 18, possibly 19 minutes just of proven timer of this thing glowing without me touching it with a black light. So, not bad. I think we started at 5.5 minutes on the video, so we get it right to the 20-minute mark, which would be 13:30 here. Boom. All right, so it's 20 minutes of solid glow without any recharge. So let's give it a recharge, just so you can kind of see what it looks like lit up, right? My flashlight's not doing great. There we go. This is a cheap flashlight I bought on Amazon a couple years ago for about $7. Right. So there's that. Right. And then we'll do this Gladiator again. These are the 3 discs that we've seen have some kind of pop, right? The Gladiator holds its glow for a while. Right. I mean, it's hard to get it charged, so I'm going to do this one for a while, just so I can give it the best opportunity I can. I'm going to flip it over too, right? Just try to. I got this at Van Man Discs in Huntington, West Virginia. He has a shop in Missouri or Illinois too. I think Illinois. Andy Harshbarger. He's a great dude. You should definitely buy discs from him. Now he's sold out on these Eclipse discs, which I'm kind of ignoring over here at the moment. So I had to order mine online. I feel kind of guilty. All right, but let's just get this Gladiator as charged as we can. I mean, you can tell I've given this Gladiator a lot more blacklight love than I did that Eclipse disc, right? I'm hoping you agree at this point. All right, so let's go over to this one. This is that Tern. The rim on this Tern really does hold a nice glow. And then I've got a little bit of old tape on there. I should probably take it off because I mean, it's seen some use, right? I mean, this disc, again, it's my favorite glow disc up till today, and it still might be my favorite disc to throw. I don't know. I haven't thrown this Eclipse yet, and I'm not really an MVP guy generally. I don't know a whole lot about their flights or how consistent they are, but this Tern is a little bit more stable than a regular Tern because it's a glow plastic, and yeah, let's give it a nice amount of glow, right? So I don't know if there's like a special magic to the way you do this, if you're supposed to put the flight right on the plastic, so we'll keep it away a little bit. Let's do this Gladiator a little more too, because look, it's almost completely dead already, right? And then there's that one. All right, so let's see what happens here. So we're at the 16-minute mark. Now I don't remember what time I recharged that Eclipse, but you can see it's holding its glow. Tern's doing okay. That Gladiator. I'm telling you, I discovered the Gladiator was a glow disc by accident. I didn't even know it was a glow disc. And it turns out it's barely a glow disc. I mean, if it weren't for the tape on it. Well, let's just take the tape off of it because it's kind of cheating for the Gladiator, right? So let's take the tape off. It's pretty. Oh, never mind. Yeah, whatever this tape is, it's got like this outer clear plastic. I don't know, but it's really good glow tape. But it doesn't pop off as easy. Some of the glow tape we've had, especially when it's cold, the glow tape kind of pops off when it hits a tree. I guess that glow tape's not coming off. It's really on there. Let's just throw that away. All right, so I'll just step over my discs real quick. But yeah, I mean, the Tern is still doing okay on the edge, right? But yeah, I'm still stepping on my wrapping paper. Just ignore my clumsiness. The Tern is doing okay on the edge. But the Eclipse is definitely keeping its glow a little more consistent. I guess I hit that couple spots a little bit more than the others. The Gladiator's almost completely lost its glow. So you can't even see these other discs. Sorry, Johnny. The tape on... No, I'll give it the tape on this Castoplast Lots is still doing alright. Yeah, I didn't recharge it when I'd redid these, but let's go down here like we're walking down the fairway looking for our discs. Right? I mean, which one are you going to try to find, right? I mean, clearly, it's this MVP Eclipse 2.0 plastic. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. So, I don't know how to do this where it's going to play part of it faster and whatever. You're just going to have to jump ahead, I guess. But it's pretty impressive. I mean, I could probably, if I really wanted to play a glow round in the woods here, you know, just get away with charging this Eclipse a couple times the whole round. I mean, maybe just the once beforehand. I don't know. But definitely, I could definitely get away with twice. You know, one at the first hole and then again at the 10th hole, without much problem. I like to recharge at every hole anyway, just because I like watching these things fly as glowy as they can be. And so if there's a disc I want to see flying, it's probably this Eclipse. Though I'm not going to not take my Tern with me, because that Tern and I get along really well. It's just really consistently stable for me. So there you have it. Sorry for the blurriness. My phone is really having some trouble focusing in the darkness on these glows. But you can see that Tern is almost completely not glowing anymore. The tape on the... I wonder if I take the... I mean, I haven't charged that Lots tape in a long time. I'll definitely have to post a link to the brand of this tape. A friend of mine provided the tape. If I can get the clear label off of it, maybe we'll see what difference it might make. I think I might be pulling the tape itself off here. Well, some of it. Let's see. Does it make it much difference? No, it didn't really make a whole lot of difference. All I managed to do was just run my tape a little bit. All right, so I don't know what this clear plastic stuff is for. So all I know is this glow tape is hard to get off a disc. So don't put it on a disc you really want to use in a tournament, because my understanding is glow tape is no bueno if you're in a sanctioned event. I could be wrong. I'll let more expert people chime in if they want. But yeah, there you have it. That Eclipse plastic is pretty impressive. So, Eclipse 2.0. It's the way to go, I guess. Streamline is the same company. It's kind of like their offshoot brand. I don't really know much about it, but I guess their glow plastic, their 2.0 glow is the exact same. 2.0 is the Eclipse plastic. So, get you some if you like to play glow rounds. I play at least one glow round a week in the winter. So, it's worth it for me. I mean, my Tern is almost completely gone now. So, yeah, pretty impressive. Make it so. Get the glow. Eclipse 2.0.